he's not the first. He's not going to be the last. We've had a lot of people that have been kicked off the show for whatever reason who come back and troll. You know, a lot of you have seen those in recent times. Well, two things, Heblint. One, if you're watching me on a mobile app on a cell phone, you're not going to get the best view. Two, if you haven't updated your iOS to 8.1.2, there's going to be some issues. And three, Twitch is undergoing some big work right now because of the hack that happened Sunday. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys had to reset your password to come back on and stuff like that. So, I appreciate everyone for that. So anyways, yeah, you know, let's just, if you guys are friends with Bobby Squire, stay friends. If you guys are following each other on YouTube, keep following each other. If you guys are Twitter friends and you guys want to tweet back and forth, I do not mind. I do not care. I'm not a guy who's going to say you can't be friends or play with or watch. Just know that shit talk always goes full circle. And so, you know, if you happen to say something, you know, even somebody like Bobby Squire, who apparently, you know, doesn't like me right now, he will even just to like stab somebody. You know, it's high school. He's a 15-year-old high school kid. I'm not saying that as rude to young adults and teenagers, but he, you know, when we're 15, 16, we act like 15, 16-year-olds, full of puberty and emotions, and life's horrible because I have homework and my parents don't understand and all that. So, you know, I wish Taxall well, and, you know, I hope he prospers in health, wealth, and wisdom and does well. But please, everyone, you know, just do what I do. Either block them, mute them, or just don't lower yourself down to that level. This is a very special announcement for me because usually I don't even bother wasting my lung capacity or my airtime with trolls. But I felt that it was really important because it was getting to the point where a lot of you were tweeting me pictures of his tweets, and like I said, I appreciate you guys looking out for me and not confronting him live on Twitter, but, you know, I just blocked him and I muted him. I've blocked thousands of people. I've muted thousands of people. I banned him from the chat. I banned him from, he trolled me on YouTube, banned him there. He trolled me on PlayStation Network. I had to block him there. Apparently, he thinks I'm a coward and not a man because I don't want to lower myself to argue with a 16-year-old or 15-year-old or something. And it's just silly. So, with that being said, I put it out on a vlog. We talked about it on our podcast last night, and I've talked about it now on our Twitch, our Top Hat, and, you know, all the other networks we go through. So, with that being said, let us move forward with our day here. Not a lot of major news in the week in Geek today. Nothing. I mean, there is some. Covered it in the vlogs and the podcast, but not enough really to go crazy on right here. So I'm going to get my headset on. Now, like I said, my week of gaming is going to be all over the place. I'm going to try to be putting some Far Cry 3, Fallout 3, Skyrim. So these games are not multiplayer. I hope to see you guys in the chat while I'm doing those games, of course. Because it is definitely one of those things that I like to do non-multiplayer games because it's relaxing to me to sit back and play a game and host the show instead of having to like interact. Now, I do want to say one thing. I want to apologize last week. Last week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday shows, I had a pretty short temper. I was dealing with if you had to class them like 1 through 5, I had like a 4.5 migraine. It's hard to sleep when I have those. You know, I'm just like, I'm here and I'm over here at the same time, and I was a little bit distressed. And then, of course, that's about the time that this weird, like, hacksaw stalking, you know, man crush trolling thing he's doing started. So I was a little abrupt to people in chat, in the show about, like, behaving in free roam and stuff like that. Now, that being said, I do want to cover Angel. I love you, man. I don't want to ever see you go. But you gotta take down the fucking with people in free roam here in GTA just a little bit. I got 3 emails from 3 different people that were a little upset by it. So please, just tone it down a little. Like Fear in You, even Fear is getting to a breaking point. because if you go back and watch Thursday, Friday shows, you were doing it to people to the point where they were leaving the game. But then when people did it to you, you were like screaming at them. So let's just all take it down a notch. Free roam's a big world. You know, there's no excuse. We don't need another Killajays and, you know, Hacksaws and Dark Canadas and Bullpup Bandits and any of those things. So, with that being said, let us get going here. I'm going to get my controller going. Just a little. Like, I mean, there's a level of having fun, but, you know, after that second, please stop it. Let's try to stop it. All right, so I'm going to get in here, and I'm just going to kind of warm up. Like I said, this week on the show, we've got Destiny, we've got Far Cry 3, Far Cry Blood Dragon, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition, Grand Theft Auto, and the return of Minecraft, Epis Prime, the RPG world build. And I might be taking a slower Friday, Saturday, because my girlfriend's leaving next week for a week, and we're going to have a lot bigger shows. Like, I'll be on the air at 10 in the morning until, like, 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night. And that's how we go, boys and girls. I want to thank everyone for being patient. It's always, you know, Tuesday, we always try to cover the weekend biz before we get going. I know it can be a little... a little annoying to come in and just listen to, you know, rants and stuff, but it's what I do, you know. Now, like I said, Saturday night I came back for an evening show. Wasn't a lot of people online. I think Bubba Saya and Dominator and Flat Out Beast were the only 3 people even online on my friends list at the time. That was, you know, it's just like, I put it up as like a private lobby, just going to roam around and explore, and that's all I did. Like, I literally just rode my bike around and was like, whatever. And it was fucking funny. Me and Dom were just laughing at some of the shit I heard and saw. I mean, I heard shit and saw shit I have never heard or saw before. Like, I didn't shoot my gun once, I think, till like the last little like few seconds of the game. I rode this bike around too the whole time. It was funny. I just rode my cruiser around. And do it again. I'll tell you right now, man, riding your bicycle from your house all the way to top of Chiliad, a long way. I was saying on the Saturday shows, I really hope they come out with more bicycles.
Yeah.
Remember Hot Wheels? Like, the little plastic tricycles? That we all had? Those would be fun.
That would be funny.
What was that? Well, I said, you know the kind of like banana seat, long nose, kind of like the hipster bikes now? Or gangsta bikes, you know, they trick them out. Like, what if they came out with like a bike mod shop where you could go trick your bikes out?
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, and Bub Syed told me about the Life Invader. Like, if you stock a certain thing, you can get like discounts or free things.
Mm-hmm.
So him and his friends helped me with getting the skull tattoo, and since it's only $100 to purchase after you get it, I got my free tattoo as it.
Oh, nice.
So that way, when I actually want it, all I have to do is pay $100 for it instead of $20,000.
Oh, is it normally $20,000?
Yeah, I used my free tattoo thing for it.
Nice.
And now I can get it. Now I also have 10% off in Warstock and 10% off in Elitist Travel. Yeah,
I did that before the game even came out, because that was kind of a big thing they hyped on, you know, if you follow certain things on the Life Invader.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm doing it now, because it'll be worth it.
I was going to have Bubs email you, but I figured we'd just talk about it on the show today. You're like the master of game share knowledge. So, Bubs I was going to share Hardline with me. He gave me his stuff, and I went on, and it said that, you know, I could download it, and it gave me the same thing as It's Drugs Bunny when he tried to give me Minecraft. It said, you already have 2 systems activated. That's not me though. They're talking about Bubba Saya, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He already has it.
His personal, and then, well, he says he's only sharing with his stepdad, but what, does it count you as one as well, like yourself?
Yeah, it counts him as one.
That's so dumb. I thought PlayStation Plus people could have 3.
Guess not.
I guess not, yeah. Anyways, yeah. But big love, Bubsai. He tried, you know. Maybe if your stepdad decides to buy his own game, you can share. But I have to admit, Hardline doesn't intrigue me as much as Battlefield 5. So I'd rather wait and skip Battlefield 5. And no, people, they haven't announced anything on it yet. But the E3 this year, PAX East and South,
You riding your bike right now?
Yeah.
So am I.
I have to admit, even though the thing doesn't do wheelies, it's still, I think, one of the coolest bikes in the game. I don't know.
What bike is it?
The classic, the cruiser.
Oh.
Like those, I've just, you know, a lot of people don't ever ride it. Like, look at this.
I was trying to jump over
you. Look at the spokes. And then, the great perk about this, though, is the light stays on when you get off. So, there went your bike. You know that the bike tires can be taken off. Like, if it gets hit hard enough, they'll break off. Yeah. I had my BMX bike got run over on the freeway, and like after 3 cars, the tire went flying off. I was like, oh fuck.
I bet if I ran over any of our bikes with my dubs, that they would go away. But I'm gonna get a haircut, and then I'll go grab my burrito.
It's so funny, when I saw that tweet, I thought you just meant you got a burrito. I was like, whatever, why are you tweeting me that?
And then
then I remembered what it was. Because I saw there was a picture attached, and I was like, oh. Yeah, I like the burrito. I want to buy one. I think that it's a really nice crew car. Yeah, Heblins, if you're on a cell phone or any type of 3, 4, or 5G like service, not Wi-Fi, you're going to get buffering. It could be that there's a huge thing too that I say a lot that doesn't always make sense, but dude, this guy's on a fucking Demon. He's just riding down the street on Demon.
Steal it.
I did. I don't even need it, but I'll just go sell it.
Yeah, get a couple hundred or a couple thousand off it.
I think it's like 12,000 for them. It was.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But they're so rare to find on the street. I guess not anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody just riding one. Here, I'll just put it in my garage. What the hell? Yeah, so if you're on a mobile device, 3G, 4G, 5G, it's just always the worst. Depending on what kind of device you're on, Droid or iOS, there could be issues. And then,
trying to find the hair I had. Oh, there we go.
I'm a non-partnered streamer, and non-partnered streamers don't get priority. So, if, like right now, there's a lot more partnered streamers streaming. They basically take bandwidth away from me to give to them. That does make sense, but it's unfortunate because they basically do a lot to hurt non-partner streamers and help the partnered streamers. When if they made us all partners, they'd make more money. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But they can't. If you know, Amazon bought them for $1 billion last year, and by next year they're going to have, you know, 4 times the bandwidth, which means they can give, you know. Need a ride away from your bike?
Oh, yes, I do.
Ah, Susan. I'm so glad I bought. Now, another car that's pretty badass is a Serrano. It looks fucking sick as fuck, because its front is like, 90% of the car is the front. And I have it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it. I forgot I needed to call Morse Mutual first.
Oh, did you blow it up?
It got blown up during the heist, and I never called it in.
I still have that heist queued up, so.
Yeah.
You know, we get 2 more people. We can go, you know, rob a bank, people, for $1 million.
Yeah.
I think they're saying, yeah.
Oh, I stopped. I just called it.
Oh, you called it? Oh, you can call from the car, I guess. Yeah.
It's waiting for it now. Right in front of us.